This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Maine legislature is considering a bill that would increase the penalty for those who get pulled over for texting and driving.
Our Matthew Jurancic has the story.
Since Maine's hands-free law took effect in 2019, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has reported more than 3,000 violations. In an effort to cut down on distracted driving, the Maine legislature is looking to up the cost for offenders.
A lot of people don't understand that, I'm at a stoplight, I'm at a stop sign, I can be on my phone. No, you cannot. You cannot be on your phone just because you're stopped in traffic. It's still distracted driving.
Democratic Representative Paige Ziegler became a sponsor of the bill after a volunteer firefighter told him an increase in fines would reduce crashes. Should it pass, those who get pulled over for distracted driving will have to pay $500 for a first offense and $1,000 for a second offense. Under current law, the first offense results in an $85 fee and the second is $325. Some Mainers agree that the bill would be effective.
It's a significant problem, and it doesn't seem like the current fine is much of a restriction on people's habits.
Others don't think it will make much of a difference.
I don't think it's in a dollar amount of a fine that would inhibit or prohibit people from driving distracted. They already do it, and the worst thing possible that could happen is that you injure or kill somebody.
Those we spoke to all agreed distracted driving is a problem.
People will lose their lives with people texting and driving. There's so many stories out there of people texting and driving and running into somebody or killing somebody.
In Bangor, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A Bangor city councilor is still awaiting word from some family members after a powerful earthquake struck her hometown in northwest Syria. Councilor Dina Yakubaga told Bangor Daily News that she has been in contact with her immediate family who are doing okay, but she has not yet heard back from other loved ones following the 7.8 magnitude earthquake. Yakubaga asked that people keep all the victims in their thoughts and prayers.
Well, Senate Republicans continued their weekly press conference series Tuesday by addressing the possibility of reforming existing welfare guidelines. Proposed goals include residency and work requirements in the hopes of promoting the transition back to independence. Republicans are pushing to limit the duration of benefits on a case-by-case basis rather than what Senator Eric Brakey calls a, quote, one-size-fits-all approach.
The whole concept is to get people back to work and not keep them dependent on a system that has really failed them in that effort.
Legislators say they are also hoping to increase child care resources to help get parents back to work.
Employers, workers, and Maine lawmakers rallied in support of expanding the state's paid family and medical leave program. Our A.J. Douglas heard from advocates about how broadening the program could benefit Mainers from all walks of life.
I think it really is one of the most transformational policies that we can do for all Mainers.
The Maine Paid Family Leave Coalition is committed to developing a paid family and medical leave benefit program. On Tuesday, members discussed the limitations surrounding the existing paid family leave criteria. Currently, Maine's paid family leave insurance benefit requires an employee to contribute to the program through their earnings for a set time frame, resulting in many Mainers failing to qualify for the paid benefit.
I'd like to take a few moments to share with you the unquestionable importance of Maine's 181,000 unpaid family caregivers.
Both employees and small business employers addressed the need for the insurance benefit so more essential workers would qualify for paid leave. AmericanProgress.org reports only 20% of U.S. private sector workers have access to paid family leave through an employer.
Frontline workers and care workers, from grocery store workers to healthcare providers whose essential work supports us all to thrive.
The committee's report proposes that the funding for the program would be split between employers and employees, with a 25% employer, 75% employee split, or a 50-50 split option. Wage replacement is recommended to range between 80 to 90%.
As a small employer, this is something I'm very cognizant of the cost of the program, but I've also seen the hard aspect of recruiting staff. Any employer right now, if you talk to them, it is a very hard hiring economy.
The new paid family leave program would cover birth, care of a loved one, and recovery from personal illness and injury. The Maine Paid Leave Coalition continues to work to develop a statewide paid leave program as they collect signatures for a referendum question that would be on the ballot in 2023. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, there will be some Maine connections at the State of the Union address tonight. Maine CDC Director Dr. Nirav Shah will join Congresswoman Shelley Pingree as her guest. Dr. Shah helped lead Maine through the coronavirus pandemic and oversaw the state's successful vaccination program. He will soon join the U.S. CDC as the principal deputy director. Chief Kirk Francis, chief of the Penobscot Nation, will also be at the address as Representative Jared Golden's guest. The Penobscot Nation is one of 4 federally recognized tribes here in Maine. Chief Francis is a resident of Indian Island and is serving his 6th term, as chief.
There was a heartfelt send-off for a group from Bangor's Army National Guard as they headed out for a year on deployment. Our David Ledford was there and shares their story.
Tuesday morning, 36 Maine soldiers from the 3rd Battalion, 142nd Aviation Regiment were sent overseas to provide air support to Operation Inherent Resolve and Operation Spartan Shield in the Middle East. At their send-off ceremony, letters from Senators Angus King and Susan Collins were read to the group to demonstrate support from the state.
You have trained with the utmost dedication, you have the skills to carry out your mission, and you have exceptional leadership. You have the highest ideals of America and of America's armed forces in your hearts.
According to Maine Army National Guard officials, the last Army aviation unit to deploy from Maine was in 2018, when Company G, 3rd Battalion, 126th Aviation Regiment, was sent to support operations in Afghanistan. Warrant Officer Thomas Hayden, who says he is not deployed in over a decade, shared his thoughts on the important things to remember when duty calls.
Family it doesn't apply to location, so we're still a family even if I'm over there.
Family means that nobody gets left behind.
Members of the 3142 and their families say they agree with the sentiment and shared their feelings about the deployment.
It's just kind of overwhelming, heavy, but also definitely a lot of pride. We're very proud of all of them and what they do.
It's an honor, yeah. A lot of people don't get to do this, so it's a privilege. The opportunity to deploy, I guess, is just kind of the ultimate achievement.
Thank you to everyone else going, and thank you all for your service, and we'll be waiting back for you when you get home.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, switching gears now, although some Mainers are excited about the ice that was brought by last week's severe cold snap, there are a few people who are making sure it doesn't overstay its welcome. Our Devin Dagnall explains.
On Tuesday, the U.S. Coast Guard used 3 60-foot tugboats and the 140-foot Thunder Bay to break up ice along the Penobscot River. Every year during the winter months, the Coast Guard sends ships from Bucksport to Bangor and back to break up ice and make way for commerce on the river and to avoid flooding. The warmer weather this season has kept the ice and ships at bay, but the most recent cold snap quickly changed that.
So for the ice thickness today, we're looking about 8 to 12 inches of ice. A few places we're jamming up and seeing over a foot of ice, which is pretty significant for how quickly that formed. We were ice-free last week. And seeing 8 inches form in a single weekend is pretty crazy.
Lieutenant Dan Jones of the U.S. Coast Guard says although ice breaking looks like hard work, it's more enjoyable than it seems.
Oh, it's super fun. Yeah, we live for this. This is our Super Bowl. Everyone else will be watching it. We'll be doing it here.
To keep things interesting on the trip, all of the boats have a friendly competition to cut the most ice. But, according to Jones, it's all a little one-sided.
They tried their best. But they've only got about 400 horsepower and under 100 tons, so they can do what they want to do, but at 660 tons of 2,500 horsepower, it's a bit of a one-pony show.
Jones says despite the warmer temperatures that are expected, the Coast Guard will make the same trip every other week until the end of winter. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And we do have some warmer temperatures coming, which is definitely a relief for many of us.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, and today included was a nicer day.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little colder, but we saw that sunshine.
We definitely did. And for a little bit more on what's heading our way for the rest of tonight, let's take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Zuelke Treeser has been providing top-notch arborist services to the greater Bangor region. Our reputation for quality and equipment to customer satisfaction speaks for itself. See for yourself and give us a call today. And let's talk about temperatures out there. We're below freezing, which means the precipitation coming in tonight will likely be in the form of some snow. Not a lot of snow, just a little snow across our area. We've had increasing clouds all day today, and now the light snow is not that far away. It's a quick-moving band. Here it is. That's all going to hold together and move this way tonight. So a quick 1 to 2 inch snowfall is likely tonight across the entire area before we dry out again for tomorrow. The snow is not going to be a lot. We're talking probably closer to 1 inch than 2 inches, but overall it's going to be a little bit of snow across our region tonight. Our forecast then tonight, though, is clouding over, some light snow out there, not really a big deal, with low temperatures hanging out near 30. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
And that is definitely a mild-looking overnight coming our way. Not sorry.
Yeah, not complaining about that right there. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll tell you how Holden residents can get some free trash tags.
And we'll bring you a story about one of the biggest days of the year for a Bangor school. Those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
How much does it cost you to use an ATM? How does $0 sound? Get cash and forget the surcharge fees with Maine Credit Union's Surf ATM network. Find over 250 surcharge-free ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters.
In a small town like this, you got to take care of each other.
It's Alicia Nettemice & Sons.
When Matt and I were buying this store, the credit unions found a way to do it for us.
They don't look at us as a number.
If something is even remotely possible, they find a way to get it done.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Holden Police Department gave away free trash tags today as part of its first Trash Tag Tuesday. Trash tags are usually picked up at the town office. Residents must have one on their garbage bin in order for their trash to be picked up. Today, residents had the opportunity to come into Holden Police Department and pick one up for free. Holden Police Chief Chris Greeley says he bought the tags with the remaining money from the town's 25 Days of Kindness.
We just completed the 6th year in a row of that. It was a record-breaking year in terms of donations and community support. And we have remaining funds, and we're just trying to find ways to spend those monies. And today was the trash tags was one of those examples.
Those who picked up a trash tag were also given a small gift bag.
And the kindness rolls on. Alrighty, well, 8th graders from the Bangor area and around the state visited John Baptist High School today. School officials say their step-up day is one of the biggest days of the year. The visiting students get a chance to see all the school has to offer and decide if they would like to attend.
We draw students from more than 25 main towns and more than 12 international countries. So our student body is remarkably diverse. They have a lot of differences. What they have in common is they love school.
230 students attended the event. Officials say they expect around 120 of them will be John Baptist freshmen come fall.
All right, and still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you all about why the Orono Land Trust has captured some candid photos of local wildlife.
And in sports, the Maine men's basketball has won 10 games for the first time in a decade. Check out their reaction to the milestone and the team's overall success. We'll have that story and more right after the break.
Winter was welcome about 2 months ago. Now, some think it's overstayed its welcome. It's not going anywhere soon. So, we will have to get away to someplace sunny, to someplace warm, someplace away from winter. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's winter break memories. Today, flybangor.com.
At the Bangor Grand Hotel and Conference Center, you will discover a new dimension of comfort. We've got newly updated rooms, suites, and a new and improved lobby. Our Blue Sky Lounge and restaurant features exceptional food, flavors, and service. We welcome the weary travelers, the sharp-dressed businessman, the overnight basketball tourney fans, and of course, families on their fun adventures. Many of our guests tell us we've become their home away from home. Moving forward is in our design here at the Bangor Grand, and we'll continue to improve on the things we do best, like exceeding your expectations.
Bangor Floral is your perfect destination this February. Since 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful Valentine's Day gifts for almost 100 years. Featuring new colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets that have warmed hearts for generations. We also strongly support the Buy Local movement by purchasing directly from local farms and suppliers. Bangor Floral, 332 Harlow Street. Experience a flower shop like no other this February.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan.
Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home.
Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you for joining us. If you love the Black Bears, you're going to love our show tonight. Let's start on the hardwood. Maine men's basketball have won 10 games for the first time in a decade, and it's the new faces that have gotten it done. Check it out.
It's hard to win at this level, especially in conference. And for us to go out there and win how we did, I think it showed how good we can be.
On Saturday, Maine men's basketball had their largest conference win in 30 years, defeating UMBC by 35 points.
Any win we get right now, you're building confidence. We just got to continue on that path, continue to focus on getting better and working at the things that produce winning.
That method has worked out well thus far. With that UMBC win, the Black Bears now have won 10 games for the first time in 10 years.
It just means we're moving things in the right direction, which is where we want to be. We still have a long ways to go. We got a lot of hard work in front of us. Keep grinding every day and see how far we can take it.
They've gotten this far off the heels of a few first-year guys. Not just Coach Markwood, but transfers like the nation's steals leader, Kellen Tynes.
It feels great. I think, there's definitely some change that's starting to happen, with the men's program around here. So, to be a part of a special team in a special place, it really means a lot.
Getty Yusupaitis is another. The fifth-year guard is the team's highest scorer, and he doesn't regret becoming a Black Bear at all.
Mark was just doing a great job teaching, coaching, just kind of getting guys together. I love playing here. If I could play more years, I would.
The on-court action isn't the only thing trending up. So is the support from the local community.
I speak to people around town and they say, we're making the town proud and stuff like that. And, to hear that means a lot to me, means a lot to the guys. We play every game for the university, for the fans, and for us.
And what a win it would be for all of them if the Black Bears can beat Vermont, the top team in the America East, on Wednesday night.
We just want to keep playing our best basketball, and no better opportunity to do it than against Vermont.
I think it's going to show that we're resilient, we're a tough team, and we can compete with just about anybody in the conference.
Staying up in Orono with the Black Bears, just onto the football field now. On Tuesday, Maine announced the hiring of their new defensive coordinator and linebackers coach. The Black Bears welcomed Jeff Comisiong back to Orono. Jeff played for the Black Bears in the 90s and then served as a student assistant on staff during 96 and 97. He then officially began his coaching career at Bates from 1998 to 2000 before coming back to Orono until 2006. Since then, he's worked with Harvard, Boston College, Hampton, Old Dominion, and most recently serving as the linebackers coach at Cornell. Throughout his career, he's coached names like B.J. Raji from the Packers and Ron Brace, a former Patriot. Can't wait to see what he can do with that Black Bear defense. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff.
Hey Ryan, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Your full weather is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. Let's talk about some snowfall coming our way for tonight. Lots of clear skies earlier. Now the clouds have rolled back in, and the light snow is not that far away. This will not be a big snow. It will be just a little bit of snow tonight into early parts of it tomorrow morning. Here it is now, a narrow band of snow along a front out this way. That's going to move this way and hold together. So expect a quick 1 or even 2 inches of snowfall later on tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. But it's going to happen fast, though. The band goes through early tonight, and then by 2:30 or so, we're talking about decreasing clouds across our area, and we are in for a very nice day again for tomorrow before another little system gets in here later on Thursday. We're in a very active kind of weather pattern right now. Nothing is like a big system, but overall, a little bit of snow tonight, followed by a break tomorrow, followed by some rain and snow getting in here later on Thursday. But again, it'll be a quick moving system once again on Thursday afternoon. Okay, so it's going to cause some wind too. We have our small craft advisory out there for wave heights approaching 4 to 10 feet this evening into parts of tomorrow morning. But overall, the wind has died down a bit today compared to yesterday when we had wind gusts near 35 miles per hour. So going forward, snowfall-wise looks like this. This is for tonight. Another probably inch or so of snow across our area. All snow this time with temperatures below freezing tonight. But then we get warmer getting in here on Thursday. There's two systems, and the one getting in here later on Thursday into Friday, will likely be some rain and snow mix. Right now, the wind is out of the pretty much the southeast, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. This will stay this way tonight and not be very gusty at all through tomorrow as well. All right, so temperature-wise, 27 high temperature here in Bangor today, 27 also from Millinocket. So everything is below freezing outside today, so whatever falls is going to stick on the floor and thus be with us tonight. Again, a 1 or 2 inch snowfall shouldn't cause too much problems tonight overall into parts of tomorrow morning. But then we get our meltdown. We're talking about temperatures that are going to pick up. In fact, on Friday, Sunday, we could see high temperatures on Friday approaching 50 around here. And of course, that's not normal. The average high is in the upper 20s, as there is just a spike of warmer temperatures down here, and those are going to get lifted up our direction on Friday and give us that run for 50, especially on Friday afternoon. So our snowpack is going to take a hit. We have a lot of snow on the ground across the area, especially north and west of the Bangor region. But you get the idea. With warmer temperatures on the way and even some rain showers getting here later Thursday and Friday, that will likely take a dent out of that snowpack. Okay, so for tonight, though, scattered snow showers out there, low temperatures near 20, all snow tonight with a south breeze around 5 to 10. For tomorrow, all right, so partly cloudy skies turning breezy, highs near 40 tomorrow. We're going to melt whatever snow falls tonight with that west wind around 10 to 25. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 41, a bit cooler Thursday. Who cares though, right? Because Friday, 49 are mostly cloudy skies. Here's the weekend with temperatures hanging out in the 30s. Beth and Peter.
All right, so all things considered, pretty good 5 days ahead.
Looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
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 Shorts on Friday. Woohoo! All right.
Count me in.
All right. Well, there's still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Johnny freaking Knox, why you sitting around the camp? Sun is shining, birds are chirping, put down them fiddleheads and let's get over to A&G shooting. They got pistols, rifles, all kinds of boomsticks. They even got some flamethrowers for them brown-tail moths. While you're at it, flip over them couch cushions and grab yourself some quarters for that wicked cool arcade. They're located right off the highway in Fairfield, right on Redneck Row, right between the truck stop and that big green tractor place. Easy in, easy out, slicker than owl crap through a funnel. So get over to A&G and tell them Bub sent ya.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
When our daughter and her kids moved in with us, our bargain detergent couldn't keep up.
Turns out it's mostly water.
So we switched back to Tide. One wash, stains are gone.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. It's gotta be Tide.
Tonight, the president in front of Congress and the American people, the State of the Union, the economy, immigration, policing, Russia, China. Americans turn to ABC for the primetime address and World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast in America.
Welcome back. Construction projects are slated for some of Acadia National Park's most visited roadways. The Cadillac Mountain Road will be closed for construction between February 28th and May 10th. And due to Maine's winter conditions, the repaving and culvert replacement may not be fully completed by mid-May. There is also a possibility of temporary road closures as that project is finished. Other sections of the Park Loop Road may experience single-lane closures throughout the early spring. The National Park Service says to expect traffic delays and plan your visits accordingly.
The Orono Land Trust is finding new ways to attract visitors to their neck of the woods. Since last fall, the group has been using trail cameras to monitor a wide variety of local wildlife. And now they're using the pictures to both encourage people to get out in nature as well as demonstrate a need to protect Maine's wildlife. The group's newsletter shows which animals they've caught on the cameras. And while the trust is known for offering more than 4,000 acres of public trails and land for Mainers to use, President Adam Toothaker says that the group is making an effort to show their focus on conservation.
I really think for mental health, for physical health, humans need areas like this. But also on top of it, the habitat is unbelievably important. You know, you could wipe all the humans out, everybody would do fine. But if you wipe bees out, we're done.
On February 26th, the Trust is opening a new Caribou Bog Outdoor Center in Orono, and they'll hold a fundraiser at Orono Brewing Company to support their conservation efforts. Obviously, so important all over the place, but in Maine, an area where there's so much wildlife, flora, fauna, it's really great that there's been such a big push, and there's a continued push to protect that.
Well, it's absolutely essential. I mean, if you look at it from the angle of Maine tourism, so many people come up here for, to experience those natural resources, to experience the wildlife safely, of course, but also just for the health and vitality of the state. So, yeah, you can't talk enough about the importance of conservation here in the state of Maine.
Yeah, and a great way to highlight that is by just showing those images. It's
extraordinary, right?
Yeah. Better to see them on camera than maybe up close, like you said.
We don't want to do up close. No. All righty. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. From everybody here at ABC7, take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.